Good morning. It is Saturday, April 29th, and I am back at it. And I am at the trailhead in Foxburg, Pennsylvania. If I complete this section to Parker, that will wrap up all my rail trail miles for the North Country Trail. So it wasn't really my intention to finish up the 100 last week, or last time I should say, but it just kind of ended up that way. But actually when I finished, I was only over 100 miles by like 400 feet or something like that. So I don't know. This GPS app I'm using, sometimes it doesn't always record or save the same amount of miles as what's on your track. And so today I'm going to do some miles just to, in my mind, finish this thing up. And then I can take to the woods and do some stuff in the Allegheny National Forest and so forth. Foxburg is quite the nice little trail town. They have really embraced the bike trail, the rail trail, the North Country Trail. To me, it's the epitome of a trail town around here. And holy crap, the sun's coming out. Hey, it drizzled the whole way here, but the weatherman said it was supposed to clear up somewhat. I didn't believe him. I never do, but look at that. It's trying. Okay, well, we got a little ways to go here. I got to turn my GPS on, so I'm going to try and do the whole thing, but I kind of annihilated my foot the other day by hiking in my work boots. And I'm on my feet all day at work, but in retrospect, I don't do a lot of walking, and I have a neuroma. If you don't know what that is, look it up on the internet. But it bugs my foot, and it really, I really stirred it up the other day. So how far I'm going to get here, I don't know, but I'm going to try and do the whole way to Parker and back. And I think that should be right around, well, I hate to estimate because I was so far off last time. I think it should be about 6 round trip, but we'll see about that. All right, let me get my GPS fired up and we'll get at this thing. First blaze. I really love the way I think this is pampas grass. I just love the way it looks in the wintertime. It just stands out against everything else. In the summertime, you don't really even notice it, but in the wintertime, I don't know. I just like the looks of it. I don't know if it's my imagination or not, but the leaves really seem to have popped this morning. Or maybe I just wasn't paying attention before, but it even seems greener down here than it does at home. That could be in my imagination, but also, it always looks a little more vibrant after the rain, and we did get quite a bit of rain between yesterday and this morning. And it's supposed to rain again later on tonight. But the weatherman says I'm safe until this afternoon, so I hope he's right. Looking pretty good so far. There's some evidence of some kind of former structure along the river. I don't know, I used to think that was a chimney and a fireplace, but now I'm not so sure. At any rate, it ain't there no more. And down there was where there's a wellhead. Used to be a pump jack down there. In this day and age, that would be a major no-no that close to the river, but hey, back in the day, you know. More structures and so forth down here. In fact, there is a pump jack here. I'll show you. Here's a pump jack, the old time kind, that ran off a rod line. And down here might even have been the engine house. Foxburg Oil Company. Can't really tell what's in there. I ain't going down there to find out. I ain't going in there. But my guess is that's where the engine was to run the rod line and the pump jacks. Here's where stuff like this confuses me. Now that looks like a bridge abutment, but how there could have ever been a bridge here is beyond me. Because, I mean, on the other side, it continues on up the hill, and then over here on the other side of the river, I mean, it's kind of hard to see across there, but I really don't see any evidence of another bridge abutment over there. Yeah. Maybe that's not what it is. I don't know, but I don't know. I got a pretty little water feature right here. Sun's coming out. Here we go. I'll get up here a little closer to this water. To me, at least, when you get down this far on the trail, I mean, there's really a lot of fascinating stuff down here. Like, check this out. I don't... Obviously, that's man-made. But there's evidence of a watershed right there, but you think there's nothing flowing on it now, and every other watershed's doing something. So I mean, what was that for? I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, but up here on the hillside, there's like a rock foundation. I mean, I'd like to live along the river, but was that some kind of structure or something? Or I don't think I'd want to live on that hillside. And then even farther on up there, there's more piles of rocks. I don't know, stuff like that just, it fascinates me, because what was it like? What was its purpose? I don't know if anybody else wonders stuff like that, but I certainly do. We have arrived at what I feel is the main feature of this section of the trail, and I got here just in time for it to start raining pretty hard. But this is the bridge that carries the mouth of the Clarion River, or I should say over the mouth of the Clarion River, as it empties into the Allegheny. So over here we have the Clarion River, which, you know, I'm not even sure where the Clarion River starts. It's up around Ridgeway somewhere, I think, above that somewhat, but that's something I'm gonna have to research. You know, I don't even know where it begins. And then over here is the Allegheny. And one thing you'll notice down here, if you're familiar with other parts of the river, is how much bigger the river gets. Even say south of Emlington, I mean, it's probably a good 1/3 wider than it is up home. And then it just continues to get bigger as it gets down toward West Monterey and Katanning, down that direction, until it finally reaches the Golden Triangle in Pittsburgh. One other thing you'll notice about this section of the trail is it's not exactly the most tranquil, because right across there you have Route 368, which is a pretty heavily trafficked road. So you got some road noise, but just the same, it's a very picturesque section of the trail. It won't disappoint. All right, we're gonna keep on going because I can see the buildings in Parker on down there, although it is starting to rain pretty hard. We'll just have to see how this goes. I'd like to take this opportunity to give a shout out to my loyal YouTube follower, Will C. Hi, Will. Hey, buddy. Just because I finished my 100 don't mean the videos are over. Hopefully we're into the good stuff now and I can do some camping and some other adventures. So don't unsubscribe. There's more coming. And thanks for being such a loyal watcher. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. I have reached the end of the shared use part of this trail, the rail trail. I am under the Parker Bridge. Parker, Pennsylvania. I think they tout themselves as the biggest little city in the United States or something like that. Foxburg, 3 miles. According to my GPS, I've gone a little less than that, but. And I need to get up on that bridge, so there's my turn blaze. And I got to go up this road. My objective is to find a decent place to park over here so I can pick up my miles on the other side of this bridge over the Allegheny. And from there, the trail follows Route 368 up over a pretty good sized hill and picks up again back in State Game Lands 95. So if I can find a place to park up here, I think that hill will be a one-day deal for this old man. I walked it once a long time ago, but I was a lot younger then. Okay, there's my blue blaze, and I'm going up here. Okay, right there's where I just came from, and found this rather interesting. Only 85 miles to Cook Forest, excuse me. All right, this is Route 268. We are up to the bridge, and we will be crossing this bridge over the Allegheny River. All right, I've crossed the bridge. I'm now at Route 368 in Parker, and there's my turn blaze to send me down this sidewalk. I didn't know this place wasn't called White's anymore. Welders County Country Market. Let me tell you a little story about this store. Back in 2001, I lost my job, and I was gracious enough to be given a job by one of our friends who is a surveyor to help survey a really big property that's up on top of this hill. So I mean, this property is huge. It's like almost 1,000 acres. So, you know, when you're doing something that big, you can't just go around stuff. You got to go through it, like brush and poison ivy and God knows what else. So I had about a 2-foot machete on my belt to chop down brush and jagger bushes and stuff. Well, we took a break for lunch and came down here and went in that store. And I'd been carrying that machete on my belt for so long that I forgot about it. We're standing at the deli counter waiting to get waited on, and here I am with a weapon on me. People are looking at me and staring at me, and finally the guy I was working for, he says, hey man, you still got your machete on your belt. And I felt pretty dumb, but makes for a good story 20 some years later. All right, I gotta pay attention so I don't get nailed by a car. All right, the reason I came down this far and came across the bridge is because I wanted to try and find a place to park where I can pick this thing up later. And I think I just found it right across from UFP. I think that means United Forest Products. And right over there is like a little park with picnic table, and right here it looks like people park. So I think the next leg of the adventure is going to be from here. And despite not seeing any blue blazes, I do see one way on up there, but you won't be able to see it. I got to go up this road and up a very long hill. So until next time, that's where I'm going to pick it up, I think. So well, at least go in this direction. I mean, I still want to get up north, but That's where I stand right now. So mileage wise, I know I'm way over 100 now, because I was at almost 3 when I got on the bridge. So I should be pushing 7 by the time I get back. I'll let you know when I get back. So for now, this is where the journey stops. And if I see anything exciting on the way back, I'll bring you back. Otherwise, we'll meet again in the parking lot by the Jeep. All right, I've made it back to the bridge over the mouth of the Clarion River, which means I'm about halfway back to Foxburg. I guess I got, I don't know, 1.6 or something to go. Getting there, got rained on a little harder there a little bit ago, but not enough to get me soaked. It's just got that mist in the air. Still a nice cloudy day for pictures and video, which I'll take any day of the week. Beats that glaring sunshine. Although I like sunshine too.